Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick video tonight. How I actually kind of got started prepping, and for me, what it was is I was living the American dream, working my butt off all the time, which I actually am still doing. But I credit card debt up to here, uh, big house, huge mortgage, and just living paycheck to paycheck like everybody else. And then about 4 years ago, the credit card companies decided to screw everybody and raise everybody's interest rate. And I went from 6% interest rate to 24%. So I called the credit card company and I was like, well, why are you raising my interest rate? I always pay on time. I always pay more than I should pay. Why are you doing this? And they said, well, we're raising your rate because you have a heavy debt load. And I said, well, you think raising my interest rate from 6% to 24% is going to motivate me to pay you? I said, you know, I would like you to lower my interest rate back to where it was, and I will pay you like I always have. I said, but if you don't lower it back, I'm never paying you another cent. And a lot of you will probably say, well, that's wrong and you should pay your debts and stuff like that. But my thought was, how is it okay for them, for somebody that has excellent credit, that pays on time, always pays more than they should, and you're just going to say, we're going to triple your interest rate, you know? And so they said, no, we're not going to do it. And so at that point, I stopped paying my credit card debt. And, it's realistically, credit card debt is unsecured debt. I don't know if a lot of you know that. So there's really not a lot they can do. They can't put a lien against your house. They can't, do a lot of different things. There's really nothing that they can do. They can call you, they can harass you, they can threaten you, they can send you phony papers of lawsuits. I've gotten all those and stuff like that as well. But if you go to your credit report, and I just actually pulled my credit report this year for my divorce, and all the banks that I had this debt with discharged all the debt, which means they wrote it off. Now, what they do is they sell it to the credit card companies, and then these credit card collecting companies try to, they sell the credit card companies sell it to a debt collector. I'm sorry, excuse me, and the debt collectors try to, get you to pay. And I've been offered 25 cents on the dollar, and I'm never paying a dime. I'm sorry. You can say it's wrong. I incurred that debt, but when they jacked it up and then there's late charges and all this other nonsense, it just went astronomically high. But my philosophy is I'm not going to get screwed by them. So I defaulted on all of it. And so now I actually have one credit card, which is Kohl's. I will go ahead and say that, because what Kohl's does, as long as you pay a third of your bill, there's no interest. So I've never paid a dime in interest on Kohl's, and I basically use it to get clothes for my kids and whatnot. And then I just, it's a couple $100 at a time, and I just pay it, whatever. So it's like having a free interest loan. But that's the only credit card I have. If I need to use a credit card, I use a debit card from my bank that I use. I use I don't use a bank. I use a credit union, because I'm tired of the game. I'm letting this house that I'm in right now, I'm letting that go as well. And again, you probably say that I'm crazy, but I think it's kind of crazier when my mortgage payment is $1,200 a month, and out of $1,200 after 5 years of being here, that I'm paying $150 a month on principal. The rest is taxes and interest. So I'm just, and then I'm in the process of getting divorced, and I just don't care anymore. I'm going to downsize. I'm going to make my life as simple as possible. As soon as my divorce is over with, I am going to be getting another piece of property, and yes, it will not be in my name. I will pay for it, but it will not be in my name, so that nobody can come after me. Especially the bank with foreclosure, it's a little bit different than credit cards. But I'm tired of the game, and I'm tired of being a slave to the system. That's what we all are, slaves to the system. When you work your butt off. You're working to pay your interest on your house, your taxes. Now, I'm in Monroe County in New York at the present time. We are one of the 5 highest tax counties in the country. Not in a state, in the country, which is ridiculous. And once I am kicked out of this house, which who knows how long that could be, I stopped paying in October of last year. Uh, I'm going to be moving out of Monroe County. I'm probably looking at Livingston County, which the tax base is cheaper. And I'm just done. I'm done playing the game. I'm done being a slave to the system. I don't care about my credit. If I have cash, people are going to take whatever I have. They don't care. If you have cash, you have cash. So, but anyway, that's kind of what got me started into prepping back then. Kind of going off on a tangent here about the banks. Just sick of everything as far as that part of it goes, and I got into trying to be more self-reliant and self-sufficient, taking care of my family, preparing for whatever comes. I don't prepare for a certain event. I prepare for whatever happens. So just a quick thing I wanted to get out there, and like I said, right now I'm still in limbo. I'm waiting. As soon as this divorce is done and I buy a piece of property, I am going to be living on my retreat. So I will be in the country someplace. I will be off grid, and I will update like crazy then, because I will show you my progress as I go along. And I'm just looking to have a happy life and just have peace. That's more than anything else, is the peace part of it. Providing for my children, and maybe one day I'll find a decent woman that is willing to be a partner and work with me, instead of expecting me to pay for everything while they sit on their behind. I know there's women out there that are willing to work with you, so I'll find her eventually, but obviously the time is not right now. So that's all I wanted to say for right now. I just wanted to do a quick update. I know I'm not doing a lot of videos right now. There's just a lot going on, and I just have to get through this process. I got to get this divorce done, and that's the first step. So that's what I'm focusing on more than anything else this time. And but I just wanted to give you a kind of an insight of what really got me started, and just really taking a good hard look at the system and how the banks work. And we're all slaves, people. I don't care if you're white, red, yellow, black, whatever. We're all slaves. And I'm tired of being a slave. And I don't mind working, and I'll work my butt off. I always have. But I want to work for something as opposed to paying interest and taxes all the time. So that's kind of my rant for this evening. Thank you for listening. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now. Thank you.